Welcome back viewers. In today's video, we are going to check out an exciting feature that is to create your own personal ISO. So this facility, or we can say this application, is available in Arcolinux, where you can create your own ISOs. So the name of application is Arcolinux Glade, and here in this application you can create different types of Arcolinux ISOs. So Arcolinux contains three major versions or types of ISOs, that is Arconet, Arco Pro and Arco Plasma. Plus you have got Arizer, Sierra ISO, Arco Install ISO and the Arch Linux ISO. So one by one we will check all of them. So first I will just show you the different editions that Arcolinux has for the users. So Arconet, Arco Pro, Arco Plaza. Arco Plasma will contain minimal apps plus Linux kernel, CacheOS kernel. So these two kernels are available by default, and the KD desktop or the Plasma desktop is there as default. You can add Hyperland and or Wayfire. Any of these two window managers will be there. Bluetooth is available, printing is available, sound apps are available out of the box, and minimal specific Plasma applications, Discord, Telegram, Firefox, Sublime Text, icon, themes, conkeys and VLC is also available. When you come to the Arco Pro, it is bare in apps. It has got Linux kernel, Linux LTS kernel, except CE4. You can add any desktop via the CalMers installer. There will be no Bluetooth, no printing, no sound by default or out of box. There will be some apps. It is bare in apps. None of the apps from the Arconet are available. Then coming to the Arconet, it contains minimal apps plus Linux kernel and Linux Zen kernel. So these two kernels are available. XFCE desktop is default in Arconet as well as Arco Pro. You can add any desktop via CalMers in both Arconet and Arco Pro. The Bluetooth, printing, sound is functional out of the box in Arconet. You can add some apps, Discord, Telegram, Firefox, Sublime Text, icons and conkeys are there by default, and you can add more apps as you wish. And the fourth version is Arco Install ISO. So there is no GUI, no CalMers, no choice in extra apps. This is the bare bones ISO, just like the Arch Linux ISO, which does not contain any GUI. There is no CalMers. You have to install expertly. So this is very similar to what we get in the Arch Linux. There are no GUI, no CalMers, no choice in extra apps. Arch install scripts you have to use. Arcolinux configs are available, and the Arcolinux app choices are also available. Now what we will do is we will go back to the Glade app. Let us start by building one of the ISOs. So what we can do is we will go with say the Arconet first. So let us go with the Arconet. So by default also Arconet, it will build Arconet ISO. So, and there is this hold option available. So if you tick it, it will hold. What is hold, that we will see in the later video. I will have to experiment to know what exactly hold will do. So create your own personal Arcolinux ISO. Now we have to hit on the create button. Before that, let us check what is install content. So install, clean the Pacman cache, fix keys, best Arch servers, install Arcolinux keys and mirror list. You can install as well as remove. Install packages from the file. Install Arcolinux Spices app before ATT. Install Arch Linux tweak tool. Install ATT. So I think first you have to build the ISO. Then the second step I think is installation, and in the third you can add the Arcolinux Nemesis scripts and provide the probe link. And in installation you can see this is what you can install, and you can also install additional packages from any file or any folder that you have got on your local system. So let us come back, and at the bottom here you will see all the system messages or logs. Now let us start it. So we are going to install the, not install, we are going to create the personal Arcolinux ISO, that is the Arconet configuration or the Arconet type. Now let us hit the create button. Yes, now I think the install creation should start. Let us see what happens. We should be able to see some messages once it starts. Yes, we can see here. Now you have to just follow, see what is happening on the terminal. You can see here. So it is going to build the XFC desktop because it is a Arconet type of ISO. You can see here how it is going ahead. I will just scroll slowly and slowly so you will get the idea. And you can watch this video slowly so you get better idea. Try to learn. In first try you will not understand many things. If you see it 4 or 5 times this video, you will understand more and more. Now you can see what it is doing. It is using make arch ISO configuration settings. The pacman configuration file, everything it is using. I think this is either from the present system that we are working on, or it might be using the configuration that is downloaded from the internet. Okay, so I think it is using the present file system on my root partition. Okay. You can see what it is going to add in the ISO image. Okay. So these all packages are going to get included in the ISO image. The total download size will be 956.84 MB. Total install size will be 8 GB, around 8 GB. So total packages is around 649. Now let us watch how the things proceed. So the download of packages is completed. Now it is checking keys in the keying and the package integrity. So now there are total 1199 packages and 649 or so packages were downloaded out of that. loading the package files and checking the file configs. Here you can see there are some warnings and optional dependencies are there. It is clearing the optional dependencies, initializing the machine ID from the random generator. System links are getting created. Optional dependencies for the system D, IP root, many other packages also, the dependencies are getting resolved. Kernel modules are getting ready. It is handling the grub install, grub make config. PGP signature verification for the root file system over the PXE. Modem manager dependencies. Just watch the screen on the terminal, what is shown. This is the network adapter configuration, PPOE. That is the system model also and network adapter. You can see the XOR configuration, installing the XOR. So now the image is getting created and it is putting all the packages that were downloaded, and there were some packages from the system it has picked up into an ISO image. So it is creating the image in fact. Installing means here it is installing it in the image. So it is creating an image. It is not doing any physical installation, but it is installing the packages in an image. So it is a virtual kind of installation. Okay. Here you can see the files have been installed in the etc scale.config. It will change your theme automatically to Arcolinux simplicity. The following file will be changed. Okay. You are almost there. Optional dependencies for the mousepad, Unar media tags plugin, and many different things are getting included. Now we are almost there. Yes. Okay, so Arch Linux Quick Tool has been installed. Endeavor OS mirror list, Ribbon keyring, Ribbon mirror list, chaotic mirror list, chaotic keyring. Following distros are supported. Okay. Arcolinux desktop trasher has been installed. and the images are all, you can see Z standard compressed. So the images are compressed and you will get a better performance when you are using it. There is some error installing for the x86-64 EFI platform. Grub install failed to get canonical path of boot EFI. There is also some segmentation fault. Now you can see this is the VM Linux, and Linux is the Linux image. Okay. Running prober. Okay. Online test. So it has found the Windows boot manager on my system. I think it is creating a copy of my system, and that copy is the ISO that it is creating. Let us see when we will use this ISO in virtual machine, we will get an idea what exactly it is doing, because this is for first time for me. I just want to show you. This is a good possibility for all users. So what will be the usage? If it is creating a clone of my system as a ISO, then you can use this for backing up of your system. You can completely back up your system. Let us see if it is copies also my document folder and those things. Let us see what happens exactly. Okay, you can see it is creating a fat image of the size. So now the final ISO image is getting done with the ISO 9660 file system format. So the ISO files have some stick to some ISO formats. So our ISO image will stick to the ISO 9660 standardization format. So now it is creating the file system in the root Arconet build ISO arch. So this is our ISO that is getting created. You can just see how much time it takes. So around it is 2043 Indian Standard Time. Let us see how much time it takes. 1% it has just completed. I think it will take 10-15 minutes. Let us see. And this is the path where the ISO will be stored. So it root Arcolinux build. Okay. If you want, let me check out. Here you can see Arcolinux root. So here somewhere the folder will be created. So let us check it later. Now I might correct you. This root Arconet dash build ISO arch. So x86-64 air root fs. This is inside the ISO. Now where will the ISO saved, that we have to see. So this is not the location of my root, but this is the location of the root of the ISO. So this is the ISO root. So I have to correct myself. If you check any ISO, you will see this air root FS file system in the ISO, inside the ISO. If you open the ISO or mount the ISO, you will see this. You can see here what it is doing exactly. Okay, this we are done. Yes. Now it is created the swash file system, and this is the summary of the air root file system that has been created. Now it is creating the final ISO image after the air root file system is done. Okay. I think it is still continuing. 52% done, 56. Okay. Writing to STD IO, that is the standard IO. Root Arcolinux ISO is complete. Okay. Root Arcolinux out. Okay. So still it is going on. It is creating the checksums. And once the checksum will be done, I think we will finish the process, complete process. Yes, this is the checksum. You have to copy paste this. Now let us check where the ISO has been done. Root Arconet out. Let us check. Root Arconet out. Here the root folder is there. You have to open this. Okay, so permission is not there. So what we will have to do is we have to gain permission to this. Inside this, the ISO has been file has been created. So let it complete the MD5 checksum. SHA1 checksum is already done. So the ISO will be placed in the root folder inside my system. Okay, now let us try. Okay, permission is denied. So how to go about it? Let me. Yes, ownership to root. Let us see what happens. I think yes, my password will be required. No, it's not gaining me. Ownership to user. Let me try whether this is possible. Okay, directory root is there. So let me open. Okay. Okay. I think now I got the permission. Let us see. Yes, now I got the permission. Yes, so here you can see this is the built folder. So here everything, the rough, we can say when you are doing any rough work, all the files, everything will be created here, and the final copy, that is the output, that is the final output, it is here. So we have successfully created the Arconet ISO using the Glade tool. The Glade tool here, you can see Arcolinux application Glade, and created a personal ISO. Okay, so do not run this file as a root. Okay. I think we'll have to close this. It restarted again. Okay. So this is it. And what we will do is in the next video, I will try to use this Arconet build that we have created, and then where is the just a moment. Yes, let me close and let me open again. Yes, I think it has mounted this. Uh, yes, it has mounted the ISO. That's why the ISO symbol is not given. We don't see the disk symbol here or the icon because it has mounted this. The file manager has mounted this system. So therefore it is looking different. But the ISO is there, and in the next video we will try to do the installation from this ISO. That is the Arconet ISO we have created. Yes, here you can see here it is. So this has been removed here from the root. So root is disappeared from here. So earlier the root folder was that, but now Arconet is out. Yes, so no, Glade is, yes, Glade is already open. It is not closed. I thought maybe if the Glade is closed, then the root folder will disappear and the output folder will come, but that is not the case. You can see here the MD5 and the SHA checksums are there, and you can get the package list. So if you want, I will just show you the package list also, and then we will close the video. So this is all the applications, around 1200 applications. Everything is there. Yes, 1200 applications are there almost. So this is how the personal ISO can be created, and that ISO can be of any type. You can have the Arconet type configuration of the ISO. You can have Arco Pro or the Arco Plasma. Plus, you can also create other ISOs. For example, Arch Linux ISO, Eraser, Sierra ISO, and the Arco Install ISO. So that we will cover in the later videos. So we will stop the video here. See you in the next video. Bye bye.